The NCSPCA is looking to toughen the current laws regarding animal cruelty.
A Freeport man today pled guilty in court to breeding and training pit bulls for fighting.
Dozens of animals rescued from a home in East Meadow.
45 dogs were discovered living in horrible conditions.
Animal torture charges against a Hempstead woman whose dog died after being left out in the heat.
Police tonight are looking for whoever's responsible for leaving a dog for dead.
The dog was emaciated and too weak to hold up her head. The SPCA is offering a $5,000 reward.
Gigi's teeth are in such a bad state that Dr. Collins says she'll actually eat better once they're removed.
SPCA officers say they removed 400 pigeons from the house, and they say the excrement was almost 2 feet deep.
Here in Nassau County, they are trying to stop animal abuse by urging people to report abuse or dog fighting. A number of legislatures here in Nassau County and the SPCA got together hoping that some kind of financial incentive would encourage more people to report neglect.
We want to make sure that people call and report animal cruelty and animal fighting. The Nassau County SPCA is offering a $1,000 reward for anybody that calls to report animal abuse that leads to an arrest and conviction, and a $5,000 reward on dog fighting.
They're encouraging people who are not quite sure if animal abuse is going on to make the call anyway. Let the SPCA come out and determine if something is happening. They'd much rather do a little extra work that leads to nothing than to have people be afraid to call and report abuse.
I've been doing this for 35 years. It does cost a lot of money. We took 429 animals out of a house last year, and the expenses were unbelievable.
These farm animals seized from a home on Jericho Turnpike. Investigators say the animals were so hungry they were eating the wood off a fence.
The conditions were really deplorable.
The homeowner was using the animals for petting zoos and street fairs. He was given a court order to clean up the farm and feed his animals. But since then, Nassau SPCA detectives say the conditions did not improve. They rescued 11 animals.
We just want the animals to be safe.
The animals had their ribs showing from malnutrition, had open wounds on their legs, and were living in unsafe conditions. These animals will be nursed back to health.
If there's animal cruelty in a house, no different than if there's child abuse, you go in and you remove all the children, you put them in protective custody.
Gary Rogers, a spokesman for the NCSPCA, says proposals to tighten animal cruelty laws in Albany have met with great opposition from upstate farmers.
They have a lot of power. They have a lot of upstate legislators that are on their side.
Nassau SPCA says the problem is the law. Right now, cases of animal neglect, abuse, and torture are violations under the state's agriculture and markets law, and not crimes under the penal law, which might make penalties more severe. Animal rights activists say the laws are outdated and were made when all animals were considered livestock.
We're working to try and get the laws taken out of the agri market and put into the penal law. So judges across the state, not just in Nassau County, take this seriously. Police departments enforce it.
Nassau County Police Commissioner stood with the Nassau County District Attorney and the Nassau County SPCA to fight animal crimes.
And we all have specialties that we're going to bring to this. The District Attorney's Office with their prosecution. The Police Department provides us a place to have our arrest process. They provide security. They provide communications for us. And we provide whatever we need for the animals.
Their collaborative efforts make the process of rescuing animals safer and quicker.
All of us are battling for resources, so when we pull it together, we can do so much more, and our resources go so much further.
Meet Miss Harper. At first glance, you may not even realize there's anything wrong with the pooch. But Nassau SPCA investigators say this playful little pit bull was put through the unthinkable. Her ears and hind leg butchered. Investigators say the pup, believed to be about 5 months old, was found back in September. The remarkable thing about Miss Harper is
she doesn't seem to know that she has injuries, which is fantastic.
Today, she's going home to a new loving family in Belmore.
We were nervous for what people did to it, that she wouldn't like people, but she was a sweetheart right from the get-go.
Today, Miss Harper and her mom, Missy, who was also rescued from the abusive home, say thanks to Nassau County SPCA.
We need people to come and take them out of this condition that they're living in, and they want to sit on your lap and be petted and loved.